trophies. They're born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida's offense will have first crack at this one. They went to overtime last year in Knoxville, and even though the Big Orange got the win, this was a bit of a turning point for Florida in a positive way, and one that likely propelled them the rest of the year.
It was, and I know a lot of Florida Gators look back on that game and think that that's one they really should have won. In the first half of that game, they kept shooting themselves in the foot in the first half, down close in Tennessee territory. But at the end of the day, it was Tennessee able to pull away, and every time these two teams play, Dave, there's no love lost. Expect this one to be close again.
No love lost, and I tell you what, I was left wanting more last year because Florida scored with under 30 seconds left in the ball.
Turning it on! They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
To the air, it's Lagway. Here comes the heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They're going to run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation. Or, what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Tennessee's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack it? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw dark. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
The short hands, it's Staley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get...
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Touchdown ball! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Looking for room, it's Daniels. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbed.
Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. The stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Still wide out set 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Aguilar. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Running it to the right. Leaves an open space downfield. There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here is the Tennessee offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. On the run, it's Daniels. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they've regained the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Volunteers want to move quickly. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history. First, oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. DBs will try to keep everything in front. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Pulls and fires complete. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Matthews. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here in the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Bishop. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Makes the catch, it's Staley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. That's reeled in. It's Bishop. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Pressure is all over him and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here is the Tennessee offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Grab near the marker, it's Staley. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Staley. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. On the run, it's Bishop. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise level is relentless here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Spins away from the defender. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Fires to the right. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And those corner routes, those quarterbacks need to throw the ball with some air and put it towards the sideline, away from the defender. You could tell a little bit maybe underthrown. The defender doing a good job.
There he goes! Oh, what a cut! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Gators are flying down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running there. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Volunteers will hustle to the line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end getting vertical. Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running back searching for a hole. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the fourth. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run the toss. Shakes off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jefferson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target. You can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. Might be calling a hot route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Grab behind the line. It's Bishop. Nice move to keep running. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Aguilar. Caught near the sticks, it's Matthews. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Pulls it in, it's Matthews. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Right back to the well. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vols! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended
breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw it again. He's going for it all. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And the defense was anxious to get off the ball quickly. Instead, it's just a little bit closer for the offense. They'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the
throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll keep it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their mind.